Hey athletes, this is the second video in a 3-part series on sports nutrition and the impacts proper sports nutrition has on your energy and your ability to perform your daily tasks with plenty of energy to spare. This video is about how food quality affects your energy. Athletic power and performance. Sports performance is about the physical and the mental. Don't be a piece, train holistically. What's up athletes? This is Aaron Robinette from athleticpowerandperformance.com. If this is your first time to the channel and you're looking to unleash your best inner athlete, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and don't forget to click the bell icon so you get the latest updates so we can help you take your game to the next level. The reason food quality is so important is the purpose of food is to replenish your energy as well as rebuild and repair your body. Rebuilding and repairing your body is a topic for another time. When we look at low quality foods, which includes highly processed food and food that is conventionally raised, these foods have a low level of nutrients. Often these foods contain a lot of toxins as well. Both issues cause you energy problems. First, when your food has low levels of nutrition, and especially when the food is highly processed, your body needs to use more of its own energy to make that food useful than that particular food provides. This means that you can actually eat food that drains your own energy. The second part I just mentioned is increasing toxins to your body through this low quality food. When you add highly toxic foods, your body has to work harder to remove these toxins if your body is able. If your body can't process and rid yourself of these added toxins, these toxins cause a whole host of other issues, but for the sake of this video, these toxins drain your vital energy. My suggestion of how I would start this process is first get familiar with food labels. Now when I read food labels, I'm not looking at the proportions of proteins, fats, carbohydrates, and all those. I skip right to the ingredients list. I'm less concerned with the amount of each vitamin and proteins and all that, and even calories. I'm much more concerned with the ingredients that are actually in the food. As a general rule, the more ingredients on the label, the lower quality the food is. It's not always the case, but that's a general rule. Any ingredient that a typical 5th grader can't understand what it is, the lower quality of food it is. These are hard to understand ingredients typically are also toxic to our bodies as well. If a label says artificial or even natural flavors, this is generally a food to avoid. Without getting into great detail here, there are many artificial, even natural substances that you won't do well and are lumped in with the word flavors. When choosing between two like foods, always choose organic. However, understanding that simply choosing organics may not help you improve any key factor we're talking about here, such as health, performance, mental or emotional stability, or getting the most results out of your program. You want food that's not processed, or at least not highly processed. Highly processed food, even when good quality such as organic, can still cause you many issues. For one example, if you have highly processed flour, even if it's organic, can cause you many blood sugar issues, which can destabilize your energy levels and your mood stability, just to name a couple of issues. When choosing meat, first, you want the animal to eat what it was meant to eat. So for instance, cows are meant to eat grass. Chickens are meant to eat bugs and seeds. Next, you want meat from pasture-raised sources. Free-range or cage-free is not as good as pasture-raised. These labels simply mean that the animal has access to outside, not that they actually ever get outside. With meat, pasture-raised is actually more important than organic. If you can get pasture-raised organic, that's great. However, it can be difficult to certify, for instance, bugs that birds eat or grass that cows eat as organic. When looking at produce, you want to get organic or biodynamic if available. You want to start with vegetables. These you want to start with above ground vegetables first, such as leafy greens, peppers, squash, Brussels sprouts, and asparagus. The next will be below ground, such as carrots, radishes, and sweet potatoes. Then you want to look at fruits. fresh is always the best choice. The next level down is frozen, and then the lowest level is canned. If you have to choose between higher quality meat or higher quality produce, always choose higher quality meat. There are two main reasons for this. First, the amount of dense nutrition in meat is always higher versus produce. The second is the level of toxin load is higher in low quality meat versus low quality produce. One final point I want to make, it can seem like when you get started and getting rid of all the prepackaged foods that there is nothing left to eat. The truth is that you have more than an abundance of choices. You will need to adjust to these new foods, and it can be overwhelming to get rid of many foods at once and look to replace these foods with all new choices. If this is where you find yourself, I recommend you start with small, changing one or two foods at a time with new, higher quality choices. Do this every week to a month. As you build these new foods into your routine, this becomes less overwhelming and more realistic way to improve your food quality and improve your health and your performance. If you do need help, I do offer coaching, and one of the main focuses is on nutrition. And I help you get your nutrition needs down to easily understandable terms that you can thrive on and implement within your daily life.